It's time now for today's Focus report. More than 70% of teachers in Pakistan still believe that if you spare the rod, you'll spoil the child. Corporal punishment in the education system is still widely accepted and is by some estimates responsible for more than 35,000 students dropping out of school each year. In May this year, a young pupil almost died at the hands of her teacher, sparking renewed debate about the practice. Our team in Pakistan reports.
Last May, Fajar's teacher asked her to clean her classroom. When she forgot to do as she was asked, the teacher beat her severely and pushed her from a classroom on the 3rd floor. The fall left the 14-year-old Fajar disabled.
Violence is common in our school. If a student makes a mistake, the teachers will beat him and then kick him out of class. They even have long sticks to beat us.
The school management claims that Fajar jumped herself. The teacher got suspended briefly, but has now resumed teaching at the same school. Fajar no longer wants to go back to school.
I used to help my mother with housework, but this isn't possible anymore. This incident broke my life. I can't move. I spend my whole day sitting on this bed.
In Pakistan, more than 70% of teachers still defend corporal punishment as a useful method to discipline students. In 2013, the country's parliament voted against this practice, but teachers found guilty are rarely punished.
What's in this picture?
An egg yolk.
Yes, very good.
In class, humiliated in front of their classmates, it's all become a routine affair for the students. Their teacher openly admits to this.
In some situations, I think corporal punishment is effective, but for students who won't respect the teacher's orders. If a student doesn't do the given work, he or she must know there will be consequences. It's for their personal well-being. It makes them stronger in the long run.
Musharraf Zaidi is campaigning to eradicate corporal punishment in Pakistani schools. In Punjab and Sindh, the two most populous provinces, 4 out of 5 children report being abused in class.
If you are harsh with a child, if you're basically physically abusing a child, you should be dealt with harshly.
In 2014, the government launched an awareness campaign across the country, asking parents and students to report instances of abuse. But Zaidi feels a lot more needs to be done.
There's no excuse for corporal punishment. It's 2017, and the state schools, the public sector schools, should have the kinds of tools available to them that don't require teachers to use their hands or their fists or their feet or their sticks.
In this classroom at a government school in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, teachers are being trained to avoid resorting to violence when dealing with students.
Now, could anyone tell me what effects corporal punishment can have on a student?
Corporal punishment decreases student confidence. They begin to doubt themselves, and this affects their ability to learn.
Excellent answer.
According to the campaigner, many teachers resort to physical punishment as they aren't aware of alternative methods for disciplining children.
When we started training on alternatives to corporal punishment, we immediately saw positive results. In schools, the climate was different, and the number of students enrolled increased. Students are more confident and more interested in learning.
In Pakistan, only half of the country's children end up going to school, and enrollment rates are amongst the worst in the world. Every year, violence forces 35,000 young students to drop out.
That's all we have time for right now, but do stay tuned. There's more news and comment coming up.